So that's why they're playing Yoru, because they're permaban map.
Fuel. And teams will often have this situation where it's like you don't
So
inside information.
They probably don't play it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No scrims, no nothing, no prac.
You're so softened up.
Permaban.
You need to pressure it away at least. And they're just going
Please get fucking owned.
Owned.
Keep it simple and
Get owned. All right, let's go
Owned.
next.
All
V1's
right.
out.
Let's go to the second map.
V1's out.
Vanity and Zelsis both going to show up a little late. Zelsis was cooking up something on the flank while Vanity actually took his gate crash shortly after the hit started on the site. So he found himself on the opposite side of the map, not really able to engage into anything early on.
Jesus.
Do anything with that flash.
Sen is
so
looking
he's gonna
sharp.
drop Zelsis left alone. So I think one of the things I want to keep an eye on, Dan, is you know, we talk about Viper utility, right? And the pressure that's placed on the map and how teams often play around.
I would want, dude, the in-game shit makes it worth it. I wouldn't even want the money.
In my opinion, about Yoru, which is why I'm excited to see him get a little
like,
bit more
the
love, is
charm and the
it's really cool.
picture.
Approach, right? Like,
Honestly, if I was ever to play in one of those shit, I'd want to play just to get that.
This shit is so dope. Because that's yours. You are the only person that owns
just
that.
like, yeah, it's just like the major little badges.
I totally agree, and it's
dope.
I mean,
Cool.
there's definitely a lot of exciting.
Of course, I had the one that looked like a
It's a game where, you know,
fucking dildo.
but
I have anal bead plug.
But you know, still,
it's still cool though.
It's still
it's
cool.
unique.
In any sense, even though you might.
Oh, Vanity, yours not working out.
As we see this anti-eco coming forth.
Oh, Whippy.
Daph is going to be able to make light work of a couple players.
Why are they just sitting there crouching with a sheriff?
Pretty easy to close down the round.
Trying to hit their shots, dude. Bangers.
Again, send home this point.
Oh, he's getting. Oh
A
god.
little interp or what? Look weird.
Yeah. Oh, it looks weird for sure.
A game like Counter-Strike, where you have these dominant regions where they're able to kind of get the best practice, grinding the fundamentals.
It's crazy that they fly out in 2 weeks. These two teams.
Knows to be sort of the best way to play the game at this point. Instead, you have the ability to.
2 weeks?
A lot of
yeah.
surprises with lots of different gimmicks, if you will, as well as.
So it's gonna happen
really
so.
Interesting compositions, which allow you to do lots of different things
So fast. Like I'm actually happy for that. There's not a huge delay before we get to watch it.
3 weeks for us. Two weeks they're flying themselves.
That ain't bad at all. I'll take a 3.
And that means teams are. They got to practice breeze. Because it's going to be in the map pool in 3 weeks.
Absolutely true.
Oh, that's going to be so fun to watch, man. All these teams playing breeze with like pretty limited practice. You're going to see the potential of the map. It's going to be beautiful.
That there's play happening, there's pressure.
Oh yeah, isn't there an active volcano in Iceland right now?
Isn't that like months ago?
Well, it doesn't just go away.
Sure does.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Volcanoes aren't like, it's whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's about to...
Oh, no.
So much potential.
He got one, but he got traded right back out. Both teams, have dropped a couple of members here early on. As the spike has been planted, there's so much Viper utility to play around. I mean, it's just nestled in there.
Shoot, Shazzy's like so close to getting kills here.
Just to get access on anything. The gate crashes there. Out for one.
Wow, V1.
As it seems like V1 have been able to take the site back seemingly effortless. Man, that was beautiful.
They're so toxic to each other. I love it. It's the best part is that doesn't this match doesn't really matter, so it makes it even more funny when they're just shooting the ground and shit, teabag and whatever.
Really quick on this defensive side, you can see TENZ is trying to get in there to try to backstab that, but ultimately version 1 in winning this U-Haul control, you can see that the 2 players that remain are so spread apart between showers and short, they can't help each other, so it gives a huge advantage to the.
Ooh, what's he thinking? What's Vanity thinking as Yoru? Little TP
in the corner.
But that was the bonus rounds. So
he's gonna fake a TP with his footsteps, maybe do a real TP, and then have that TP back home. Yeah. So it sounds like 2 people TP'd. He's peeking, whatever, and then he's gonna go back.
That was literally the most worthless Hanzo.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Ooh, completely blind.
Oh, this is so huge.
Love me some shenanigans. Whippy losing the initial.
I'm just happy we're seeing Yoru. I don't really care what happens. Ooh, Zelsis is nasty, actually.
Yeah.
With the fake out, he's gonna walk his way all the way around.
He did that whole long flank just to get 2 shot. dapr just quick peeked and just 2-shot him. That's good.
Playing in the Viper's pit right now. Spike hasn't been playing yet. Now dapr's starting to get this down.
Oh my goodness. Dapr, don't die.
The Roomba with the nade.
Oh my.
In the pit.
Oh my.
Oh, Shazam's gonna get cleaned
That's
up.
unfortunate, really.
Dapper's so weak, he has to play outside of it. So
He
you're about to see
lost.
this Viper's pick go
Yep,
down.
he's dead.
They have no idea where Dapr is here. For the footsteps. FE's.
Unless.
To get it to half. All right, got it
Unless.
to half, but he drops. Again, his position
Never
is
mind.
given away here in a
Stable.
one. FE's is gonna stick it. Zelsys is gonna get the third on the round. V1 tie us up at 2 apiece.
Scary, scary stuff there. Dapr really in an interesting position. I love the use of the poison orb, and just trying to buy time. And the Viper's pit is it feels like there's so much.
I'm being
gambling
told
happening
that
when you're around that pit 'cause of
apparently
position,
the
you know,
volcano
it
erupted
pushes
back
out
in March
looking
and
for a
also
moment
says
to
Iceland has
find
had
the right
40,000
timing, really
earthquakes in the
quick
last
steps
2 months.
to just swing out
This
and
is-
catch somebody off guard. It's
Yeah, I thought so. I thought it ended.
Can go well,
Well, that doesn't mean it's over.
I mean, it does.
No.
Either way,
It's not-
either way,
no.
they're probably prepared for something, so they'll be all right.
How do you prepare for a volcano?
Probably much easier than preparing for anything else.
And the question is,
you know where it's gonna come from, right?
Try to pressure Hookah, trying to clear out this position.
No?
because you don't wanna
I don't know.
Okay, I guess you put your lava boots on.
That's
true.
That's pretty
True.
At the same time, like there's this mind game of, hey, the Viper's pit's there. Well, the
Umbrella.
You just run, that's it.
Go back away. The Sentinels are playing the mind games here. And it looks
You
like
just
they want to
run
commit
away.
into this, but the mind games, speaking of which, version 1 also
The volcano's
have that
right there,
read.
dude. Just
They're
run.
that they're gonna do just that. So this might be absolutely ridiculous what we're about to see.
Feels like we're on an old episode of a Nickelodeon show.
Can't believe they're actually considering going through this, Sentinels.
That we've seen now. Sick does have
I love
the
it.
showstopper, and sure enough, Sick dashes his way in. Nope, he's
Oh.
gonna go. Okay, he got
Oh,
one. He did get taken
Vanity.
out, but V1 continue to hold fast. Shazam and
Ah!
Dapper both are
Holy.
up. Vanity in a good spot, takes a dimensional drift at just the right time. And he's
You see little Yoru running around
just
right there?
narrowly.
Oh, it's
Yeah, a little
hilarious.
fucking Spectre, dude.
As V1
Little
holds
Naruto
on,
run.
Clean up Sentinels to take the lead.
Yeah, and again, it's just the mind games. It's just it's so interesting because Sentinels, you know, the longer they wait there, they have to be worrying that version 1 might be getting info by pushing A. But version 1 actually expected that Sentinels would just say, you know what, we think that you think that we're gonna do this, so we're gonna.
Dude, if
So, you know,
V1
it's one of those
takes
situations.
Sen on bind, I think
So it's an
V1's
interesting
got
precedent
this,
to
like
set. So I'm
3-1.
curious next time the Vipers pick
No
goes
cap
down,
on a stack.
what the 50-50
3-0,
because it
they
is-
win
it
this
does
map,
go to that way.
IMO.
It's a kind of a
I don't know about
I don't
3-0,
know
but
if they
let's see
will,
what
to
defenders
be
and
honest.
attackers are gonna do. But
Big if.
it's down to the sheriffs here, and
One way, you're
Sentinels
mad.
try to group up,
Another one
sure,
way,
but
you're
this
mad.
is never easy. You know, you're walking into so much util. They want to try to force at least a couple kills.
Did not
Keep
see
the
him.
economy honest for version 1, but
He
it's
did
not
see him
looking
for
like
sure,
that's
right?
gonna happen right now because they
Oh
can't
my-
even really get
Dapr?
vision.
He
With
came
that
to play
said,
today, baby.
Oh my goodness, Dapr!
Snapping heads
He's
off.
got a couple excellent frags, and that's. Hey man, 2 kills in a round like that.
No cap
make
on a
that
stack.
Yep.
Almost
You
got
heard
hurt.
me?
I mean,
Enjoy
Vanity
your
was just
face.
down to 5 health. Yeah, I think you're right overall. To hurt some of that financial footing that version 1 had, you kind of take that as a win. But that said, V1 do have a 2-round lead here. And one of the things that I want to keep an eye on is, so well, we'll see if it plays out. That gate or the fake out going through teleporter into front hookah is not just to draw attention. It's not just to draw eyes. Oftentimes you'll see that as a counter to the Roomba that's looking to establish control in hookah.
Yeah, it's a great way to be active.
And he's
as a
opping.
defenders in
Yes.
a way that's quite safe as well.
Yoru
Because
op's
it
not
tells us
bad
what to
actually,
worry about. And we might get a shower
because you can op, and completely go to the different site. Kind of nice.
Looks so weird.
After that, you have to fall back, you have to reload.
Not
and
gonna
during
work that
site,
way though, I don't think.
Attackers could move into forward position. So you play it safe, you fall back into the next spot, which is back triple.
Cool
As
though.
far as
Yoru's a really unique and
He's
cool
very
guy.
interesting for sure.
and
like
you can
him.
See the pace has slowed down massively here for
Just a
Sentinels.
bummer he's not used that much. Korea uses him a lot.
1 minute mark for version
Korea
1
is huge on
should
breach
be
too,
making it
which
easy
NA
to
is
play
really
well.
not that huge
And
on breach.
Sentinels, if they keep playing very, very slowly, they might be able to catch that if that were to be the case for version 1. But version 1 happy to sit in this 2-for-3 setup at the moment, which I think is a good call.
It's kind of cool how all the different regions that's what makes this game so interesting, is that all the regions you can tell they have a clear difference of styles, and you can tell that by the different characters they pick.
And there's the backside.
Now we just need to see them collide.
Oh, there's info for you, Whippy.
What?
Taking the from the
Hello?
shadows back into the belly of the beast, understanding exactly where the remaining members of Sentinels are. As sick as already.
I feel like also
Oh,
V1
no.
has something to prove here. Wow, he has another Viper ult. Jesus.
Oh, no. V1. Oh, no. How did it all fall apart?
Vanity's in a great spot, Dan. They don't have elbow control. That just makes the retake a tank so
He's
much
using the
more
Vandal with
powerful, so
their
much more
ult.
potent,
Ballsy.
they can apply pressure from so many different angles.
They can't win this.
He's like, dude, let me out.
Let
me go.
Insurmountable advantage here, holding this site, and Zelsis is really all he can do to try to get some extra economic damage.
Man,
but
honestly, Effie's and Penny kind of threw it.
From Sentinels.
Penny was a little bit unfortunate because he got spammed, but Effie's needed to play his life. Get one, tie it up. That's okay.
Dapr's farming. I don't know if anyone's paying attention to this, but this guy is actually farming already.
Likely to want to play for mid-round information.
This right here was a no-no.
Playing really slow, and you try to play for information. You try to push a short. You try to push showers or something like that. They might just be waiting for you, and they'll just trap you. So it discourages mid-round information plays from version 1, having a slow pace like that. So we'll see how that impacts some of these future rounds as we go into another buy versus buy, and it's looking like Sentinels will default again, getting showers control, and then working from there.
Oh,
Slightly different
Unfortunate, really.
of a default here from Sentinels is it looks like now it's not just a drone that's taking aggressive positioning across showers. It's actually TENZ who's taking some of that forward positioning. But yeah, I mean, they really haven't. It's been touch and go so far. I like the Viper utility, right? You see that wall coming up across A, and that was very similar to what we've seen the last couple of rounds. They've played around that a lot. And here it is again. This is almost identical to what we saw in the previous round. Like the utility goes up as they're rotating away, and it's just enough to make them guess, make them think about whether or not A is actually the hit.
Yeah, the toxic screen there that gets placed on that A side as well. There's some points that are important about what that does, but we'll go into that in a moment because we do have a take coming through onto Hookah. More full position from Penny, but looks like Sentinels are more than ready for this.
It's very
They're gonna
clean.
take these early
Too easy. It's just too easy.
It doesn't seem like version 1 had all that much to do. They unfortunately did not find
Yeah,
the way that they needed to. And look at Zelsis, he's just trapped. He's
That was way too easy, honestly.
There's only 2 left after that. So, you know, you highlighted it, Doug. This round was pretty much identical as far as what Sentinels were doing was concerned. And version 1, they tried to play it slow again, and it just didn't work out. They tried to play it passively, didn't work out. So the next thing that normally you do in this situation, if you're in version 1's position, is you try to take some aggression somewhere at the early timing of the round, based off of what Sentinels are doing. Now, if you are Sentinels and your caller's really on point, what you do is you think, they're going to make an adaptation. These are the adaptations that make sense specifically against what we're doing. So that narrows down what you're expecting as Sentinels. And so you can throw something at version 1 where you're like, okay, we think they're going to do a huge showers play, which means most of their players will be committed showers at the start of the round. So if we heavily push, let's say, the B side of the map and you switch it up in that moment, we're going to get a free site. You know, stuff like this, that's the kind of level that the in-game leaders are starting to think about after you have this early round conditioning for a few rounds. So this is a huge round.
So what comp do you like better? Do you obviously like SEN's comp better, or do you obviously like V1's comp better? No bias on your, of course.
Shahzam has this reputation for doing homework on teams and being really one of the best IGLs North America has to offer. So
definitely Sentinels. We got Astra.
Stacking heavily, very similar setup, right? You see the fake out going through.
Omen's a waste. IMO.
Not going to be clearing out room, but as you see, sick.
I wouldn't even mind if they
so small, but it's so common
if they replaced Omen with Astra. That'd be fine.
To establish hookah control, and that makes B so much more difficult to deal with.
I don't think. Well, then you don't have smokes. Oh no, Astra has smokes, duh. Yeah. Yeah.
I just think Omen's like either you use him as a support to your main controller,
it allows you do like a player into
or
showers.
You just replace him with a better one. I don't think he's a very good controller. He's outdated for sure. He's old news.
Outdated, debated, replaced.
Paranoia fucking blows.
Then you can't as effectively defend the short side.
His ult is okay, I guess. His ult's his best thing, I think.
Which is why we've largely seen that in all of the gun rounds, actually, from version 1's defense. But here comes the push.
What the hell? Why do you TP out? Hit a judge nice and close.
Wow, this is really good from V1. And they use Astral here and denied the fuck out of it.
I don't like this Astral. I've done this a couple times. Not a fan. I think there's a much more... And there's a better way of taking the site with an Astral.
Oh, excuse me, it was Zelsis good for one. Whippy gets the last one, the third on the round. V1 take the lead again.
Yeah, excellent hold there from version 1. I mean, that's great stuff. You know, you want to see stuff like this from them. You know, they're not in the best of positions, ultimately speaking, on the weaponry and otherwise. But you know what? These are great players hitting their shots, showing that they can do a lot with just the fundamentals, and they're fighting back. So version 1, you know, going again against this default now as Sentinels, so it will surely come through again. As I say that though, we actually have, it's going to look like the default. We're going to get the recon dart towards the showers position, but we're not going to see TENZ lurking through showers to take control.
That damn dart.
As he has been. Instead,
Go
they
dart.
mixed it up. They're putting 4 players towards B.
I feel like,
so it's just not the same round. It looks like the same.
Do you think you should be able to do something about Astra Stars on the opposing team? Just like, other than just staring at them and not being able to do something?
Then she would just be useless.
Well, not like just destroy them immediately, but
no, you can do something. You can bait them out. It's kind of the point of seeing them.
I don't know. You're just too good.
It's a mind game. You see them, you know what they're thinking. They know what you're thinking. Now you got to think, how do you either bait it or play to what they're gonna do and counter that? You know, I think it's super interesting that you can see it and you can't do anything about it. Same with you can't like
do anything about
the Viper
stuff.
Cloud. You can't do anything about the Viper Cloud. Like it's just there.
They're pinched here. They're stuck. They've got to commit to B. They're gonna have to fight.
Yeah, but that's just a smoke. Her stars are.
I mean, it's a
3 different
permanent
things.
smoke though. You just keep using it over and over and over again. You walk through, you take 50 damage plus more.
Yeah, that's a fuck ton. Actually, Viper's really good right now.
Zelsis in a great spot, good for one, but the clock continues to tick away. They know where dapr is as Vandy creeps his way forward. dapr spotting one, that should be the call. Good for one, zombs left alone. In a 1v2, Vanity tap. Trying to bait that out. Zombs has great info of where they are.
What the fuck are you doing, Vanity? What are you doing? He's just running around with his something out.
Something.
Ooh, that's nasty from Zombs. Oh my goodness. Zombs is great to watch. He always looks so just calm and patient. I don't know if it's like a combination of his slow sends and just...
I don't even think Zelsis shot at him.
Confidence. He's a player that, like, a lot of players will want to kind of keep moving, but Zombs will sometimes just, you know, you'll see...
I'm unsure what that was. I don't know what happened there. It might have been one of those situations where Vanity had a flash as Yoru, but then when you're... If you're not used to playing Yoru, you can't think on the fly fast enough how to bounce a flash to help your teammate. So he probably took out a flash, put it away, and that's why he died. That's my guess. Anyway.
Unless you're 5-head, and then you can.
True.
Gotta be big brain to play Yoru. That's why Sean names him.
Can keep the round slow if they want and re-exec, but they might just go straight in here. The paranoia is already gone. The rotation is
I don't like that at all from Sick, but whatever.
He did it with a dart.
This position, Whippy knows that he can't stay alive there for much longer.
Oh my goodness! And it be whiffing.
So far. They maintain the 4v3 advantage.
Wake up!
This retake.
Wake up!
Oh no! Just narrowly clip right
No.
line, not able to land the shots onto dapr's positions. Being given away to finish it.
Oh no!
dapr 12 health left.
That was fucking terrible.
Up against Shazam's
It'd be like that sometimes.
ripped on by Zelsis. Snaps on his dome, cleans him up. Penny pushing through the smoke, gets one as well.
Zombs 1v3.
Zombs is in a
Yup.
great spot to make something happen, though. Does he have the magic in him again? Already good for one, but Penny's gonna stick it all the way there. The mad lad looking
Oh
to
my
steal right
God!
out of under his nose, and he
It
does
makes
just
me
that.
ow.
Zombs is so scary, man.
Oh,
But this
getting
time,
stuck on a
look, it'll
fucking
pan out
box.
for
He
him
lost to a
exactly.
box,
But
Sag.
yeah,
Well, he already
great
lost at that
work
point,
from
but
version 1. If you look at
I
the
don't
way
know
they
about
handle
that.
the fights there,
There's a
super
world where he
smart.
wins.
You know, we get the.
well,
You know,
getting
we
stuck
get
on a
the
box
kill,
isn't
he
why he
gets out of
lost
there. He
though.
tried to
Getting
hold
the round's
the
already
E-hole,
over.
but holding E-hole is huge, but he recognizes, hey, I've already got
You know
a
what I'm
man
saying?
advantage for the team. And I believe.
No, I don't know what you're saying.
Yes, you do.
One of their teammates, I think it was Penny, I want to say, also picked up one kill and then faded out of the site. So they had a massive advantage on the retake. I
Lost
just
to
love
a
the way they
box.
handled that. It's really cool. And Sentinel's
Fuck,
on
he's
the
just
last
stuck
round
on
in
it,
the
man.
first half.
It
Gonna
made me
heavy
hurt.
for
Look at him
Below.
go.
Oh, look at the Yoru.
There's the dimensional rip
Look at all the
back.
info. He's
One
Z-pinging.
information is there. Penny's going to take
Oh,
down the first
okay, well, that
player.
didn't work that
And
well.
Shazam at least gets the trade, but surely he's not in the best of spots here. He will back away.
What the
And out
fuck?
comes the Viper's Pit. The Showstopper's flying.
There's two
The
alts
push
in
for
here.
this B site is real right
There's
now.
literally two alts in here.
Oh, the judge. Oh, the judge. Oh, to the judge.
Oh my
They are indeed.
god.
dapr trades it right back.
Double
with
fake
Judge.
TP.
Two
Huge
Viper
from
pits
Whiffy.
removed there.
They're like so confused. They don't know what's real, dude.
On the flank, already good for one. He's gonna have to back up though.
Oh my god, what a mind fuck right
Yep,
there.
mind games, dude.
For Sentinels who
They had no idea what was going on. They were looking left, right,
no
and then they got
earthly
flanked.
idea
That was pretty sick,
where
actually,
this
for
man
V1.
is.
I don't like how close they were playing to that Viper ult, though. They got the advantage. They didn't need to keep going. Who cares? It's a fun match.
He's got a fighting chance. He also has.
I think Shaz wins this.
I think so.
So with 36
Well.
seconds left, it goes down.
Nah, no dart.
He's paranoid up.
Oof. A turret.
Oh, Shazam
A
had him,
turret.
had a spot on, but no, it's Whippy again who answers the call for V1. An excellent addition to the team. And you know, Dan, as this round
Omen
wraps up,
outdated?
one
Yeah,
thing
that doesn't mean he's not outdated.
because
Hello?
something really impressed me,
It's literally
and
fucking.
you touched on it, right? It was
He just TP'd
how
twice.
version 1
Hey, Yoru can
played,
do that.
getting a
Just
couple
saying.
of kills and then getting
Not that big of a
out, but
deal.
for Whippy specifically, he didn't
Wow,
just get
dapr,
out,
still
he
owning.
didn't just use the from the shadows to get to safety back into defender spawn or anything like that. He went into showers, right? Like understanding in that split moment, yes, I
Wait,
can get out.
is it
and be
halftime?
safe,
Yeah.
or I can
Shit.
get out and be safe and
This is nothing like that long-ass match yesterday.
As
We're
the round
flying
goes
through
on,
this
as
one.
we know, he unfortunately ran out of bullets, wasn't able to
Are we?
clean up anything with it,
Yeah.
but just the
Probably because these teams are just
game sense,
brawling.
really, to have the wherewithal
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's also
there
buying.
in
This
that
map is
moment,
tiny
just
as
really
dicks.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely great stuff from.
Literally, you're
Version 1
fighting
so
people
far. Yeah,
immediately
like
as soon as you spawn.
You're seeing the good
That's,
fundamentals and
this map's a tilter.
there's so many good things to talk
So much
about. We'll
potential.
see, though, if there's a recovery to be made here. Going into the second half, Sentinels
I'm sure they'll fix it.
on the defense now against version 1. 2-round deficit for them, though. Sick will try to slow things down with the boom bot, but they are feeling that a push.
He's washing his
rotation
feet.
is coming through. The question,
You go,
though,
buddy.
Is there a commitment? You can see that the utility has been pulled out. That's a big pull. You know, they took the paint shells out of the hands of Sentinels, didn't do anything. They took the boom bot away as well, and all they've really done is they've traded some time. on the
Tiny
front
as
of that.
dicks is what you
And
said.
Right now, Sentinels don't know what's going on, so it's always a bit tricky in a pistol round. You don't necessarily
Oh
want
god,
to try to
does he
find
know
information
his
as heavily
yours?
as you would
Okay,
in
I thought it was
a
gonna go
round.
all the way to
You can
spawn.
get more done with the pistols. You have more movement possibilities. So it's going to work out that Sentinels will keep 3 players on B here.
Are you
Oh
doing?
my.
Goes quiet.
Clean
And Vanity
from
trying to
TENZ.
get away with the gate crash, and TENZ cleans him up just in the nick of time. He's already gotten 2 with the ghost, and there's
Gotta have some
great
protocols when you're
information
clearing
actually
angles,
from
not
the
just
rest
throw
of
your
the
mouse
party.
around.
For the third, TENZ gets another one onto Whippy.
E-call.
Jesus.
Zelsis shows up. He was playing back showers this
There's an
entire
order of
Depends
operations.
on the pistols.
There's an order of operations to these things, not just jump around and throw your mouse around.
Also, Yoru literally had no chance
Yeah, you
of
don't wanna mess with
anybody
TENZ
helping
on
him.
this ghost.
He wanted a TP, I
Yeah,
guess.
their
but-
plan was get him in there,
Miss was
TP
perfect.
out,
That could have
but
gone better for
it's
Sentinels. And again, you just I mean,
not gonna
they
work
made the
like
right move
that.
to hold the position.
not how he works.
In those spots where you just don't know what the opponent's going to be doing. It's not really a strong argument either way. So just hold position and just be strong and safe and confident in those positions. And that's going to give them that opening advantage. Up against the eco round now, that will be coming 4th from version 1. A couple sheriffs in their hands, but that's about it. And the team Whippy will be the players trying to get the damage done on the Yoru and Omen respectively.
Yeah, that's clean. Right, dapr
Oh, the
just
Oni's
sitting
so
there waiting with
nice.
open arms. A great understanding where that pressure
Really?
is coming from. Looking for
Yeah,
a
I like the
second.
Oni.
Gun difference, that's felt
You don't
right
like the
there as
Oni?
Penny gets cleaned up as well. He got away with 1 health. So
Not even a little
certainly
bit?
not
No.
as well off as he was a couple moments ago, but they got what they wanted.
I think that one
and
looks
they've
dope.
managed to do so, right? Like, Dan, they've managed to get the 2 kills to have the round lead without having lost anyone yet.
Yeah, this is how you want to do it. Just play to your strengths. Make sure that you are mitigating the options of the opponent, because there's only so many options where you can have an advantage with the pistols. So if you know what that is, then you know, and then you can know how to play against it. And this has been executed very well here by Sentinels. Zel's just gonna have to hit a nice sheriff shot, doesn't manage to land it, and the running Spectre will do the job to finish things off. To equalize the score, 7-7.
So what do you have
We're
to
gonna see
say
that bonus round
about
coming through now for
CS:GO
Sentinels as they play
frogs
against version
and the NA
1.5.
scene of CS?
And the question
Should we
is,
just let
as
it die?
Always will be, what will Sentinels do?
Hey, it's
Or-
not. It's not.
Oh, it's dead. No, stop.
No.
It's dead.
I'm saying it's not us that lets it die. It's
Well, I'm just saying,
it's
like,
Valve and the people behind it. It has nothing to do with us.
Well, not literally us, man. We say yes. We're just like, yes, it's dead, and yes, we just say, fuck it, we forget about it.
I mean, it's been forgotten about for years. Not from players, but from the people behind it. And if that's how it's going to be, then of course it's going to slowly fade away. It's up to them to step up, bro. Not us. Don't bring me into the fucking mix.
You took this way too serious.
It's the truth.
We'll see how far they want to go here, Doug. They may just decide to take this forward control. They still have the lurk from Vanity on the other side of the map.
He just got fucking SMG'd,
That's going
dude.
to stop the Sentinels, though.
Oh no.
And Dan, that was what you were highlighting, right? Put your Spectres, put your Stinger, Spectres, whatever it is, in this case the Spectres, in a position to win gunfights that you wouldn't win otherwise, right? Don't take those long duels, play around your smokes, play your tight corners, and give yourself a chance to win, or you may not be able to do so. And now version 1, they're down 2 members. They still have their rifles, but certainly don't have the advantage that they would have had otherwise as they play around A short.
Yeah, it seemed like version 1 were not necessarily expecting there to be the kind of fortified position.
Did we even see any of these kills happen?
No, I honestly wasn't looking at my monitor though, to be fair.
But again, with the Spectres out, you
Oh no, they got SMG'd. That's right. That's right. Okay, I saw it. I just kind of forgot that happened.
Oh, so I'm just got the info. Yeah.
Oh, but TENZ was just waiting.
Double TP flank. Oh man, I mean, Find is such a good map.
As Sentinels really take V1 apart in that round, and the bonus, man.
I mean, really.
Financially speaking, Dan, that's huge.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's such a great start for Sentinels. There's no doubt about it, and it does give them the option as well that when the next gun round versus gun round happens, or full buy round, I should say, is probably a little bit less cumbersome. It is going to be the case that Sentinels, they don't have to bring out the operators just yet. They can leave that look for a little bit later as the money keeps growing, and they can throw in some extra aggression and feel more confident to do so because they have more of a buffer to work with.
And now V1 are back on pistols, while Sentinels currently have 3 of their 5 members with over 4,600 credits in their pockets, right? Like, you're setting yourself for such long-term success if you can win that bonus, and that's so difficult to do. But the best teams in the world manage to, as we mentioned, put themselves in positions, craft the gunfights the way they want to give them the advantage.
They know this guy's a U-Haul?
So
Probably, yeah.
I think so, right?
Just playing the distance game. Playing long
I'm just
ranges,
surprised B
also
guys haven't
version one
moved
that have
yet
to
at all.
Collapse onto the site. Because the time is against version 1. It's up to them to plant that spike. They have to come forward. They've got to make the maneuver to do that. And Sentinels can wait for it. They don't care if the spike goes down. They don't care that
Just getting
a lot of
pulled
extra
and
money's available for
shock
version
dart.
1. Because if they're able to force version 1 to take forward more risky positions and then collapse and get a more guaranteed result,
God, they're gonna go.
they're going to take that. And that's
Yeah, I guess it's an eco or a half buy.
Yeah.
Phenomenally well.
Shocking.
They just can't even plant the bomb.
Again, the clock just continues to tick away. Zom's in a great spot too. If it was difficult before, it just became damn near impossible there, and it gets cleaned up. It was an excellent flank by Zombs. He took back U-Haul control, blew the play up to give Sentinels a 2-round lead. And I mean, look at TENZ is sitting on 8,700, and he didn't have to buy anything this round. Shazam 7,900. He bought a little bit. Now TENZ is going to buy some as well, but you feel the financial pressure that comes from losing the bonus if you're V1. Now they're back on a rifle, but they're broke.
Yeah, it's definitely not the best look in the world, and it's interesting too because
pretty big round here actually.
Too much on the Viper, but the last time he played Viper was actually against
really great play too.
Binds,
I like that.
An insanely good game there as well.
The double bait shots, wall, Roomba.
Knows what he's doing, man.
Go.
He's one of the smartest players in the game, in my opinion. Very
go next, really.
And they're gonna start off
it's a little bit closer than that. It's a little bit closer than go next. Okay, maybe go next now.
Go next, really.
Yeah.
First one just gonna try to walk up.
As soon as this round's won, they got no money. That gives them 11. They have fucking like 4 or 5 ults at that point.
The economy game has already won this. It's over. They're gonna be they're gonna be sitting at 9K all of them, and V1's gonna have nothing. It's done. It's over. Go next.
Okay, well now they have 4 ults. Dapr's probably gonna have his next round. This is over. Nice eco from V1 here. Sag. Or a little half.
9K, 5.4, 8.8, 8.5, I think it was, and 9K. Dude, they have full money.
Yeah, that's rough.
It's literally over.
Controlling the space around the site really effectively. They're slowing the opponents down when they need to. They're bogging them down with that utility of their own and taking.
So what do you are you thinking Sen's gonna win this? I didn't ask you before this started.
Conversely, if you look at it from version 1's
yeah,
perspective, on
probably.
Screens, it's looking like very difficult.
What's the call? 3-1, 3-2, 3-0.
It's very difficult. A nice forward Astra smoke. Liking that a lot to try to pressure short B here. This is what we're talking
honestly
about.
probably a 3-0.
Once again, controlling space. And now for version 1, you
I haven't looked at the. Well, I did look at the maps, but I forgot in what order they're being played. I mean, shit, I'm down for a 3-0. I'm tired of watching. Really.
No, I fully get that. I was saying that yesterday even.
Creeping his way forward, doesn't even get a chance. His Whippy was in a great spot to nullify.
It's funny because I don't have to watch, but I want to watch. But I'm tired of watching, even though I want to watch. It's a very weird thing.
Yeah. Sounds abusive, really.
To delay it for just a moment, and he's gonna get the kill on deph's. Whippy left alone. Spike not in hand. Sight control not had. This does not look good.
Oh god, yeah, this is terrible. Whippy has time, but the problem is
that's why it's kind of nice. We get a nice we get a nice break, dude. No matches until Iceland.
And you can't check everything.
3 weeks of nothing. No VALORANT matches. Just peace.
As he moves forward, grabs the spike.
Peace and quiet.
It's a crossfire scenario.
They almost feel obligated at this point to watch this. Like when you start watching it, literally, I get bothered when people literally bother me to watch with you. Not everyone, obviously, but like straight up, they want you to be streaming it.
I know.
Like when you start on another game, they're like, you better be streaming the matches today or I'm never watching you again.
And yeah, we haven't really seen.
And then I show up, I say, hey, and they're just like, why aren't you streaming with Mike?
They're pretty confident just to maintain this full rifle buy.
These VALORANT frogs are gnarly.
Once again, we'll see version 1 focusing on the B side of the map. They may have more success this time. They got the Hunter's Fury there to pressure Garden, but there's no setup there. It's very unfortunate for version 1.
Oh boy.
Nice.
There's the setup. The setup is TENZ on the site. Zombs gets it as well.
Vanity's back.
Yep. The 2-piece. Might get a third, dude.
His way there as well.
Oh. It's just later.
Vanity gonna dash his way out. My gosh, they're gonna flip the map, Dan.
Wow, 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 wow.
The Yoru double fake footies.
It forced them out. That was literally...
They got onto the site. They look like
I love it. Yoru needs to become meta. That was so sick.
I mean, he's good with TPs because he can do stuff like that, but...
That was just so cool.
Right back. V1, for as disastrous of a half as this has been, especially financially, V1 had full control of that round.
Yeah, definitely. We're seeing those glimpses of brilliance in some of these rounds. As you say, like this half has definitely been characterized.
I mean, honestly, I haven't seen Vanity really use his flashes effectively, though.
Shows that version 1
no, he hasn't.
In the game, they have
that's pretty true.
In the game, and
it's hard because you have to bounce them, but
I don't like to talk about luck too much.
Still, I don't know. He should be leading the chart. Like right there, the fact that Zelsis is running in first. No, Yoru bounce off the floor, go in first. So I just think they're.
We're gonna get those trays coming.
This obviously is a kind of troll comp, but they don't really play it. But you could tell their priorities are not right. Their protocols of who goes first, who does what. Like, but like you said, they don't even play this map, and they're doing great for not playing the map.
For this round, they're winning the gunfights. It kind of worked out somehow.
For not playing this map, they're doing great.
Still have to clean this one up. Sick. The other side of Viper's pit. Yep. Sick.
Oh.
Move on to Zelsis.
Why did he do that? Bro, we need you. You have the ult, man. You can't just swing and die. Hello?
Dapr's just so weak, though.
Wow, this should not be a 1v1.
Yeah, they kind of threw it, but okay.
Sick in a 1v1 against Penny. Sick just down to 30.
And he can get one shot, too. Like that. Sorry, I might have spoiled it for you.
Yeah, they threw. It's whatever. Go next. Fine.
He comes up huge for Sentinels and gets the defuse to take him to match
Actual
point.
throw. From a great round to a shit round.
Incredibly good flick there from Sick. You could tell that he wasn't ready for that, but those gamer instincts, man, they just take over. This little micro correction. That's one of those shots where
What was that, bro? Zelsis was the L in that round. And then that Whippy peeking for what? Vanity's play, I think, was fine. He was trying to do something like solo, wrap around, whatever. Calling for his teammate would have been better, but the first two was not it.
Still, definitely with more than a puncher's chance here. Of course, they can't make a mistake, but they've got a good buy.
Jeez.
All right, go next.
Want it over.
Yeah.
They're just like, fuck it, let's go to the next map, boys.
And Sick is looking for more. Shahzam will take down Vanity, and this is the most ruthless, brutal, savage way that they could possibly have tried to end this game, I feel like. And there it is. The
Clean.
Of course. If we talk about statements, Doug, and there is certainly a statement from Sentinels in this game. Great.
They actually could have had a chance.
Great.
But
I mean, really
they threw that round. That was important. That was an important one.
Got to a point
Whatever.
where things just started clicking, right? Financially, they were in
What's the next map?
spot. They won that
Haven?
bonus, and it just seemed like dollar after dollar.
Icebox? Okay, dude. 3-0 Sentinels. It's over, dude. Sorry.
V1 really wasn't able to regain their footing.
One down. That was quick.
Ish. Like that,
Kind of. What was the length of it? Does it say?
That just seems like such an additional punch to what Sick
It'd be cool if it had a time.
It almost felt like it was one brutal beating across.
I don't think it. Oh, it does. 37-42.
Oh, yeah, it's just so. I mean, this is one of the things with Sentinels. They have so many X factors on the team. Yeah, you can put any of these players in these clutch moments, and you basically go through the entire roster, and every single one of them is extremely dangerous.
Actually, curious.